everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a lovely day and doing well. Today's video is going to be a high street homeware haul with a bit of an autumn twist, because now I'm looking at it, it is quite autumnal, but there are other things in there. I was saying when I filmed this for my socials that I don't want to necessarily completely change my home every season. I've been like collecting and curating all of these thrifted bits and bobs for most of the year, which I've been loving, and I'm finally getting to the point where I can put them out. I've got a few Facebook marketplace finds which I can't wait to DIY and show you, like bigger pieces of furniture where I can display some of these things, because I know it's been a little bit like, where are you putting all these plates and bits and bobs? It's just been a bit of a process as I collect things and then work out how I want to style them. But I'm going off on a tangent. Anyway, that's what I was saying. So there are some autumn things, and I also already have some lovely autumn things which I need to get out of the loft. But I didn't want to go too crazy on like changing all the cushions to orange, or, you know, I'll change up a few bits, but I also want to keep it true to the style that I love, which is that sort of Nancy Meyer's, cottage, cozy, and a bit of Ralph Lauren sort of luxe, if I can find things like that. So anyway, that's the plan. And I just thought I'd chat you through everything, because I have gone out over a few days and gone to like all the best shops, you know, the ones I'm talking about, like Homesense, TK Maxx, Home Bargains, a bit of Primark, The Range. I don't think there's anything here from B&M, although I did get a really cute little B&M candle. Where has that gone? Oh my god, it's here, hang on. Didn't show that in when I was filming this before. Right, so this is the only thing I've bought from B&M so far, but I do need to go and have another little look in there. But how cute is this? I know it is quite autumnal after what I just said, but I'm obsessed with this confetti glass. And these pumpkins, honestly, if you Google it, there is an almost identical one on Anthropology, and they do very similar glasses. I'm not sure if they're candles or glasses, but anyway, this is like a few pounds. Smells really nice, and I just think that is so beautiful. So I did grab that, and there was one left when I got it, so I was really happy to get that. Anyway, you know I love to ramble on this channel, because on my socials I have to do things so quick. I feel like when we sit down and chat, I can actually chat to you, and it's like I don't have to rush it, which is so nice. So anyway, I've just nearly finished my tea. So I'm going to finish this and then get cozy, and I'll show you what I picked up. I went to TK Maxx today and I found these absolutely gorgeous cushions. I'm so in love with these. They were $29.99 for two, which I think for two isn't that bad, but they're really beautifully made. I of course love a pale blue and white stripe, so these will work all year round. But also, I don't know how well it shows up on the camera, but they're a lovely, oh, what is this material? Almost like a Chanel. That's what it's like. Why is my brain gone blank? You know, like a Chanel jacket or a bag. You guys will know what I mean. Looking at it, it's kind of like that. You're probably screaming at me right now, telling me what the word is. It'll come to me. But I just loved these. So I got these, and this is what I mean. Like, hopefully I can still put these out all year round, but maybe add in a few other bits that are more just autumny. So I got that. Or those. I did get this the other day in Homesense, but I feel like Homesense and TK Maxx are interchangeable, because sometimes they have, well, it's the same thing really, isn't it, for their homeware. I found this beautiful wreath. Love this one. I think I'm going to put this on the front door, even though it's a bit delicate, but we've got like some coverage, so it should be fine. But they look lovely on above, like in the middle of mirrors at the top and things like that. I loved all of these little dried looking ones, and just so pretty. So this was $19.99, and they had lots of beautiful ones. Also, I need to keep remembering to say this because I forget, but please, if you like this kind of video and you don't follow me, please do just take a second to go and click subscribe, because it means so much to me. And when I look at the sort of analytics, at the moment more people watching me are unsubscribed than subscribed. I've done this for so many years now that I just think people drop off, and then new people are finding me, and I'm getting such lovely comments from people that have, like, we're just meeting now. So yeah, anyway, please do follow me if you like the kind of videos that I am doing. So I picked up these, which, to be honest, at the time I was a little bit like, I don't actually know where they can go, but I'm sure I have somewhere for them. They're little wall sconces in gold with a rattan lampshade, and they are actually battery operated, so we don't have to wire these into the walls or anything like that. They just recharge, which I love. And I'm doing I'm redoing a couple of our rooms upstairs at the moment because they got a bit ruined when we were renovating downstairs, like cracks in the walls, things like that. So I think these could look really nice in my youngest son's room, or might even put them in the hallway where the mirror is. I don't know, but I will find a place for them. So if I didn't already say, they were $29.99. Hopefully that's showing up all right for you, but I just thought they were so cool, like very American. We don't usually get stuff like this here, so it's quite exciting that we seem to be getting bits and bobs like that now. And today I found this gorgeous tray. I have been looking for one of these in a large size, quite shallow, for ages, and online they're super expensive, but I finally found one and it was $9.99. They had a few, they had slightly smaller ones. I think they're a little bit cheaper, obviously. I wish I'd got the two that I saw in this size, but love this, and the price is fantastic. But the other day I was at a different TK Maxx and Homesense, and because I was looking for trays and I really wanted one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get these ones and see how they work. I have quite a few trays, but I might end up taking some of these back because obviously I don't need them all. So the first tray is this gorgeous carved wood one. Hopefully you can see that again. It's a really nice colour. It's not orangey wood, but it looks really nice quality. It's quite large, but I don't think it's as large as the rattan one I just showed you. This is $16.99. Then I found this one, which is like a little scalloped one. It's quite small. This one confused me because it says $9.99, the actual like price, and then it's got £3 written on it in yellow, which is not like their reduction thing. They put a red sticker on it, so I don't know actually what I paid for this. I need to check the receipt. But it's quite small, but really, really nice. I love that one. And I found these two, and when I was in the shop I was like, I wish they were rectangle and large because that's what I was looking for. So kind of have found it now, but I do really like the round ones too. I think they look so nice if you have maybe like 3 different things styled on them as a little, you know, moment on a coffee table or shelf or something. Anyway, there's a larger one, which, so the smaller one, sorry, was $4.99, which I just think is such an incredible price. Like, how was that $4.99? And then $7.99 for the larger one. So I think they're definitely worth keeping, because even if I kept them and they weren't out all the time, we could use them in the summer to take food down to the garden and just, you know, put actually useful food, which is, I'm sure, their intended purpose. So anyway, got those. And then I found this little arrangement. I wasn't overly keen on the vase. It's actually quite scuffed up, but I did really want this kind of foliage. So it was $7.99, and I thought, even if I had painted this or took these out and put them in something else I love, it was kind of worth it to me. So I really, really liked those. Quite neutral, you know, could use them all year round, but they definitely are giving autumn vibes to me. I'm just trying to look in the mirror, sorry, to check that I'm showing you that okay. I got, oh, hello. I got this rechargeable lamp, which wanted to show you how lovely it was and that it works. Different kind of warm, cool lights. Anyway, sorry, I just got really distracted by the fact that it lights up. This was $12.99. I just love a rechargeable lamp. So nice, especially of a dark, wintry, autumn evening. You know, when it just feels a bit like, oh, but you want to be cozy. You can just put this on the coffee table, so you don't even need like to worry, oh, I don't have wires there, or like a plug socket there. Just like pop that on the coffee table or any way you want. Like for me, in the winter, I need to take one of these around with me all the time just to feel happiness. I also got this really lovely little pot for no reason other than I just really loved the blue, and again will look lovely all year round. $4.99, so I picked that up. Love the little scalloped edge. Would actually look really nice made into a candle, but it's, I'm sure I'll put a little plant or something in it. Yeah, cute little planter. This is all TK Maxx Homesense still. Today I found this, which I thought was so cute. It's a little autumn harvest foaming hand soap $4.99. It's got the little wooden leaf on it, and my kids will love this because it foams. So next to the sink in the kitchen, it would look cute, or in the bathroom. Yeah, I just thought that was really nice. Hope it smells nice. And then I also found these little frames. They're like a very soft gold, and they're $4.99, and I just love anything like this. Like, I've been loving adding frames to my shelf, and like little black and white photos of like my nan, my granddad, my mum when she was little. All of those are kind of dotted around everywhere, and these were perfect frames for that, so I got those. I think that's everything from Homesense / TK Maxx. I then went to Primark Home. I only got a couple of bits. I got this cushion, which again I'll use all year round. I love the block print of this, and this was £12. I don't know if it has a zip, because I would prefer to have been able to put like a feather cushion in, because these just always get out of shape, but it doesn't look like you can, so that's just something to be wary of. It's a lovely cushion, but it's actually sewn up there. So you could obviously unpick it, put a zip in yourself, whether you would want to do that. But anyway, love that. And I also got, let me pop that down there for a second. I also got these in Primark, which I thought were really lovely. Just to add that little bit of orange and autumn colour. These were £3 a stem, and I got 3 of these. Hopefully, again, you can see them okay. They're just a really lovely, like, burnt orange colour. So then I went to the range, and I had some really nice things. So I got this little basket that says Autumn Days. I love how it's sort of written in the front. I've got a couple of cardigans when Finley was a baby with like Finley on the back, and it reminds me of that. I can't remember how much this was. It doesn't have the price on it, but it wasn't loads. I just thought this could look really nice hanging up in the boot room, like a blanket coming out, or down by the fireplace with a blanket coming out. Or I could, you know, just walk around with it like it's autumn, guys, if you didn't know. Yeah, so that's really pretty. And again, the rattan, must be keeping the rattan business afloat, just myself, I would say. And I found these little mice. I thought these were so adorable. So they're all attached, and I think you're meant to hang it like this. So they're all kind of, sorry about hair on me, they're all like hanging from the pumpkin. It was $9.99. Let me see if I can show it closer. You've got the little pumpkin and 4 mice, which I thought $9.99 for those 4, and the pumpkin were really good. The little jumpers are so cute. And I know they're like nowhere near the quality, but I was saying before, they remind me a little bit of Myli or My Leg. I think it's Myli mice. And my son has a couple of them. But obviously they're super pricey, and I just thought I could maybe take them apart and he could just play with them, have them in his room, or have them dotted around his room for autumn. I don't know, or maybe it would just look nice to just hang that up in the corner, but it's very cute anyway. Then I also got from the range some more foliage. These are lovely, but they're quite big. I do feel like I've brought home an entire tree. So these are only $3.99, and they're not, I haven't like thingied them out or anything, but they do them in this lovely, again, like an orangey brown, very autumnal colour, and then a more muted sort of creamy gold. So they're $3.99, and I've got one of that colour, 2 of those, and I just thought added to a vase or a little arrangement, these could just be lovely to bring in that autumn feel. And then I also got these, which are so lovely. I think they're quite realistic for the price. They were only $2.39 for these hydrangeas, and they do look quite dried. I've got some real dried ones in a vase there, but I wasn't able to get any that were very full and big like this. They're quite small. So I might mix these with those, you know, just to kind of make it look as realistic as possible, but just add a little bit more. And I think you could definitely use these all year round as well. I love hydrangeas. Obviously this I feel looks a little bit more like when they're turning, but I don't know, let me know. Do you think you could use these in the summer as well? I thought for the money, they were really good, so I got 5 of those. And then I don't know if I've said this here before, but I have a doll's house. I bought it like a year ago, and my plan has been like to really do it all up and, you know, focus some of my interior design love on that, like in miniature. Has it happened? No. But I have collected a few things for it, and I did see in the range, they have loads of these they have loads of these for scrapbooking and stuff. But anyway, this one is all wooden textures. So I thought, I don't know if you can see them, it'd be really good to do some of the floor for $3.99. Like, you can't find these that cheap anywhere else, I don't think. So I was like, I'm just gonna get it, put it away for when I do have a chance to do my little dollhouse hobby. If I said this was from Home Bargains earlier, no. If I said this was from the range earlier, it's not. It's from Home Bargains. So that was from Home Bargains. And so were these lovely little confetti glass candles. So I couldn't resist getting 2 of these. The brown and the white. I'm obsessed with this pattern. And I thought these would look, again, lovely for autumn, really cozy vibes, lighting them. This one smells, I think this is my favourite smell. Quite subtle really, but it's violet leaf. It's a bit unusual, but to be honest, I mainly just loved the glass, and they were like $4.99, I think. Maybe they're a bit more, but again, they don't put the price on them, on the actual product. And then this is what it looks like without the tag thing. The white one is vanilla, and they do have one other which is quite white, but it might have some other colours in it. I can't remember the scent of that one, but anyway, these were my favourites. I just love how that comes off, and I bet that looks so lovely in the evenings, like glowing and lighting up, and it's so pretty. Yeah, it smells so good. So now I've shown you that, I can finally put these bits and bobs out, which I'm really excited about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you liked, what bits and bobs were your favourites, and please do subscribe, leave me a little comment and a like. All of that is so much appreciated, and I will see you in another video very soon.